Gentlemen, let's cut through the noise. Flowers, fancy dinners, witty text messages. Those things might grab her attention for a moment, but they don't make a woman fall in love. Not truly. If you think it's about money or muscles, you're missing the point. Women don't fall in love the way men do. It's not visual first. It's emotional. It's psychological. And if you don't understand this, you'll keep chasing moments instead of building bonds. A woman doesn't fall in love with how you look, but how you make her feel. Not just in the highs, but in the quiet, in the everyday, and especially when she's uncertain. And once you truly understand the path to a woman's heart, you stop trying to impress and start learning how to connect. Here are 5 key truths about how women fall in love. A woman begins to fall in love when she feels emotionally safe. Without this foundation, even the most attractive, successful, or charismatic man will eventually hit a wall. Emotional safety doesn't mean agreeing with her on everything or constantly flattering her. It means she knows she can be real with you, her raw, vulnerable, uncertain self, without fear of being judged, criticized, or emotionally abandoned. When she feels she can let her guard down, that's when her heart starts to open. This kind of safety is rare, especially in a world where many people are taught to hide their emotions or only show the parts of themselves they think are acceptable. If you create a space where she feels heard, understood, and accepted for who she truly is, even in her messy moments, you become more than just someone she dates. You become someone she trusts, and trust is the gateway to love. It's not about fixing her problems or having all the answers. It's about being present, listening without trying to dominate the conversation, holding space when she needs to, cry, vent, or just sit in silence. Emotional safety also means being emotionally honest yourself, owning your feelings, speaking with clarity, and staying calm even when things get tough. That kind of grounded energy tells her, I can be my full self around this man. When a woman senses that kind of stability, her defenses start to drop. She lets you in, not just into her mind or her body, but into her emotional world. That's where real connection begins. That's when love starts to take root. Not in the fireworks, but in the safety of knowing she can be seen, accepted, and protected emotionally. Without that, there's attraction, but rarely true intimacy. Consistency is one of the most underrated yet powerful forces in building emotional attraction with a woman. While grand gestures might impress her temporarily, it's your everyday behavior that truly earns her trust and allows love to grow. Women fall in love not just with what you say, but with how consistently you show up, day after day, in both the highs and lows of life. When your words and actions align over time, she starts to believe in the bond you're creating together. Many men think they need to be constantly doing something new or exciting to keep a woman interested. While spontaneity has its place, emotional consistency is what gives a woman peace of mind. It tells her she can count on you, that your attention and presence aren't temporary or based on convenience. That consistency builds a pattern of emotional safety, and that pattern is what lays the groundwork for deeper emotional connection. Inconsistency, on the other hand, creates anxiety. If you're hot one day and cold the next, attentive one week and distant the next, she'll feel like she's walking on eggshells, never knowing where she stands with you. That doesn't create attraction. It creates insecurity. And a woman can't fall in love while constantly questioning your intentions. When you're consistent, you become predictable in the best way, reliable, stable, and solid. That's not boring. That's rare. It's in the little things, following through. On your word, being emotionally present when it matters, and making her feel valued, even when life gets busy. Over time, these small, steady signals tell her that she's safe to invest emotionally, that her heart isn't being risked on someone who might disappear when things get hard. That's how trust builds. And once trust is there, love begins to follow. Most men assume that women are looking for perfection, flawless confidence, the right words, the perfect look. But in reality, Women are drawn to presence far more than perfection. Presence means being fully in the moment with her. Not distracted, not trying to perform or impress, but genuinely tuned in. A man who is present makes her feel seen and understood, and that experience creates a far deeper emotional connection than any carefully rehearsed line ever could. When a man is present, he's not on his phone. He's not planning what to say next. And he's not mentally somewhere else. He's listening, paying attention to what she's saying and what she's not saying. He picks up on her tone, her body language, and her energy. That attentiveness makes a woman feel valued in a way that's rare. She doesn't feel like just another date or another option. She feels like the only one in the room. Perfection, on the other hand, creates distance. If you're constantly trying to appear flawless, you're not being real. And deep down, people can sense that. Women aren't looking for a man who never stumbles. They're looking for someone emotionally available, someone grounded in himself, who isn't afraid to be human. Presence shows that you're emotionally secure, that you don't need to control everything, and that you're confident enough to simply be without needing to impress. This kind of presence also builds comfort. A woman relaxes more when she feels your steady, undivided attention. It creates a space where she can be herself without fear of being judged or dismissed. And in that space, emotional intimacy starts to grow. So forget perfection. Be there. Listen deeply. Respond with intention. That's how you build a connection that leads to real love. There's something undeniably magnetic about a man who stays calm under pressure. When a woman sees that you're grounded even when things don't go your way, it signals strength on a deep, instinctual level. This kind of calm isn't about being emotionless or indifferent. It's about emotional control. It's the ability to feel without being ruled by feelings, to respond instead of react, and to remain centered when life throws challenges your way. Women are emotional beings, and they naturally look for a partner who can balance that emotional energy. When you stay calm while she's upset, uncertain, or stressed, you become an anchor. You provide a stabilizing energy that helps her feel safe and supported. This isn't about fixing her emotions. It's about holding space for them without letting yourself be pulled into chaos. That presence allows her to trust you more, and trust is the bridge to emotional intimacy. Many men make the mistake of trying to out-talk or out-argue a woman when emotions rise. But what she's really watching is how you carry yourself when emotions are high. Do you stay grounded? Can you listen without needing to dominate? Do you have the maturity to stay composed without shutting down or lashing out? That's what defines masculine calm. And that's what draws her in. Masculine calm also signals self-mastery. It shows that you're not easily shaken, that your sense of identity isn't dependent on external validation. That quiet confidence is attractive on a level that words can't fully express. It communicates, "I've got me handled, and I can handle life with you too." When a woman feels that energy from you, it stirs something deep. It's not loud, it's not showy, but it's powerful, and it's unforgettable. Emotional leadership is one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked traits that make a man deeply attractive to a woman. It means that you don't just react to the emotional tone of a moment, you influence it. Instead of getting swept up in her mood or waiting for her to decide where things are going, you take the lead emotionally. You set the pace. You decide how the interaction feels, and you do it calmly, confidently, and with clarity. Most men let their emotions get dictated by others. If she's distant, they panic. If she's upset, they become defensive. But a man with emotional leadership holds steady. If she's stressed, he brings peace. If she's insecure, he offers reassurance through presence and strength, not desperate words. He doesn't lose control just because the energy in the room shifts. That steadiness makes a woman feel protected and emotionally safe. This kind of leadership doesn't mean controlling her. It's not about being dominant in a forceful way. It's about guiding the energy of the relationship in a positive direction. You're the one who brings her back to laughter after tension. You're the one who grounds the conversation when emotions run high. You're the one who remains unshaken when she tests you emotionally, as many women do unconsciously to see if you're truly stable. When a man can lead emotionally, she begins to lean into his frame. She feels safe to relax into her own feminine energy because she knows he's not going to collapse under pressure. This allows deeper intimacy to form because she no longer has to carry both emotional roles in the relationship. She feels she can trust him not just with her body, but with her heart. That's when real love and respect begin to grow. Remember this: love, for a woman, is not a checklist. It's an experience. The more grounded, authentic, and emotionally available you are, the deeper her connection becomes. So if you want her heart, stop playing a role and start being the man who knows how to see her, not just get her. That's how she truly falls.